Hey, I am back after some puppy-induced madness again, and figure what better way to break up the insomniatic nights and the crazy days than to get back to this game and world domination and protecting Earth and all that stuff. So I need to get caught up a little bit. However, while I was getting caught up right before we went live here, I did notice where we at? We got the Academy envoys. I kind of forgot about this. So our faction, whatever the organization, I forgot the word for it. We got admin, some science, and persuasion. So it brought her up to 25 in both of those categories. That's great. And we are ready to kind of start filling out the rest of the roster with their orgs. And while I was in here looking at that, I saw that Delta Force would be a great get once we get to the 200 influence. Gives us Assassinate. We can finally give her this instead of. Actually, it doesn't really help. That doesn't give us espionage either. But you know what? Wait, 3 stars versus 2 stars. Is this even better now that I'm doing this? She can already assassinate with an org that doesn't give espionage. I mean, I like it for the +4 ops, so I want to get it anyway. It's a high target for me to include. I just for some reason thought that this would help her kill better, and I don't think it will. And if anything, it makes her kill worse, just on account of it being a 3 star. So, that might change some things. I was planning on waiting to get that to kill our friend over here, Alpha 4. So we have him triple inspected. We're ready to go. We just don't really have the resources available. 93 ops. What does that get us? If we want to assassinate you, we could take a coin flip and use them all up. Or we could do a few of these. I don't like that. But I don't like this either, so let me ponder that for a moment. Because I was going to have her. I don't really need to inspect the guy. I was going to have her sabotage. Or. Yeah, probably sabotage Franz Ekblom over here. Oh, wait, that takes ops as well. That's why we're not doing that. You know what? We're going to go for the shot. We're going to take a 50-50. It's all of our ops. We are a little op short right now, but once we get Delta Force, we'll crank those numbers up. 64 ops. I don't feel great about this. I have them in my sights. I mean, that's 3 months worth, right? Am I doing the math right? Almost 4, 3.5 months. Anyway, that's a lot of ops. I'm probably gonna not do that on a coin flip. We have options. She can level up. She's a striver. She's a few points away. That's what we're waiting on. There we go. I've talked myself out of this horrible decision. Let's not spend 3 months worth of our resources on a 50-50. Instead, you'll go back to inspecting this guy over here in Belarus. Just to see if he wants to become a little friend of the cause here. What else do we have going on here? You are going to keep tabs on the baddie until... So baddie's going to keep tabs on the baddie until we get our striver leveled up. And just keep plugging away here at China. We are taking another control point this time. We're a little bit under cap, and this will put us a bit over again, but I don't mind being a bit over. So let's get that last point locked in, and then we can defend this thing, lock it down, and no one will be able to take China away from us until we get this final control point. And that'll be nice. In space, we are doing a lot of mining. Everything's building. The numbers don't look great, but they're all going to be going up very quickly. We are going to be centralizing our Central Asian Union shortly. Uzbekistan is next to join the fold. What did I write down here? Hold on, I've got my notes. It's August 30th. And it's June now, so that's coming soon. And then we have to wait for Tajikistan here. to get our control going in 147 more days. Meanwhile, I should start some campaigns over here in the West Coast because we're ready to break into Mexico and Canada soon. It's kind of on the back burner of ideas. Once we do this, we're going to pivot back over to the West. I do want to grab Taiwan again, too. So, in the meantime, how are we on pips before I move on just real quickly? Okay. Yeah, so that's the plan. Let's confirm these assignments and let's get moving. Infrared laser batteries project. Do we care about this? I don't know. I don't know if we need this to get to the other lasers or not. I don't think so, but I won't obsolete it yet. I don't think we need those. That's a lot of water. By the time we get to space... Oh, that's loud. I think I need to lower all the voices. It's kind of overpowering me here. We've improved our knowledge of Franz. Okay, what is your actual loyalty? What are we looking at here? Because he's an inspector, so he's the guy that they would send to kind of investigate who the mole is. Well, if we have the inspector under our thumb, it becomes a little bit harder to figure out who the mole is. I think this might do. We'll, one more time on him.
Cleaning things up.
And that's a lot of fire. Okay.
We've got some intel in our target.
I don't think... Yeah, we have very little mission control. I need to pause now. One of my notes that I had written was... Get some LEO parking orbiteers. Get some space before it's all taken. Some stations. I'm not ready to build anything here yet. But I do want to grab some real estate before it's all taken. So we'll go to LEO 1 here. Final platform. It takes 2. We have 2. Let's go. I don't know what the naming scheme is gonna be yet. So right now you're just LEO 1. Okay. And then like every 2 I get, if I'm not building mines, I want to be building some orbitals. Oh, we got to Ceres. But that's right, the aliens also got here. Did they end up building here? Because this is where I would like to build. I like the water. I like the water. I like the water. Nothing else really leaps out at me. Well, I mean, they're all good. I'm going to settle all 4 of them. If we can. I know it... Ooh, we can't. Or, well, I can, but... It'll be a pain in the ass. The last time I faced this situation... They beat me here a little bit. They have a fleet. They have their station up. And I'm the academy now. They like me a little bit. Maybe we could share. We'll see. I got the first 3 stations. Or I got the other 3. And we shared this one for a bit. The hate meter wasn't bad. They weren't bombing me. But sometimes they were destroying other bases tit for tat, you know, as they do in that part of the game. I do know that if I do it now, they are likely not to like it. So, do we do it? Well, I don't have the mission control right now, but do we do that? Maybe. And then the way I resolved that was I just made this my first target of conquest. While we were still kind of friendly, but not very much, I just based all of my stuff over here. And then when I built my orbital, because they would destroy any orbital that I built. But the ground bases, I guess by the time I had the defenses up, it was enough to deter them. That once you clear the orbit, you're good. So what I did was I just put the orbital up, brought my whole fleet there to protect it as I built it, and then just kind of, you know, spread out from there. 2026, we haven't built our first ship. I'm not ready to talk about those type of maneuvers. But I don't know if it's worth sending... Well, when I get to mission control, I'll make that decision. Whether it's worth sending something out there just to see if it's going to survive the 2-year trip. That's good. So I think you are done. I don't know if I'm building more hydroponics on you. I think I should. Oh wait, we're getting farm soon, so I'll wait. I'll wait and I'll get a farm. Turkey's asking the U.S. to... Oh, no. The U.S. in Bosnia? Not on my watch. Marine Assault Unit. We are going to want those. That's how we get the rest of the LEO that is not... Or that is claimed. Russian civ... Oh, come on, guys. Someone in the Resistance or Humanity First needs to clear this guy out. Because we are ill-equipped for the job ourselves. A lot of metal. It's pretty good noble too, but I've already got the last, or the 2 or 3 highest noble places in the solar system. We got China. That's nice. Love to see it. And how over are we? By 30? We have the influence for Delta Force. Let's see if that does indeed help us, or if it doesn't help us. Who has space to get it? Because I think we're only going to use it for the +4. It does give Assassinate, but it doesn't give anything else, so it's not really better for Nomi. I think Zhao will just hold it for now. Get that command going. No, wait, no. Who needs command? Who's burning stuff? It's my astronaut. You have no space for this. You do have a level, though, so let's get that. You do have no space for this, but I do have some crap I could take out. I already have some crap in here. Okay. Welcome. Welcome to the Force. And it also lets you kill now, too. Aren't you happy about that? Wait, I'm like, who did I just give it to? You. Yes. It lets you kill now. You can't do a very good job of it, but you can kill. So maybe we'll let you bag an alien at the end of the game, just for fun. Just get a little trophy. And I do need to get that last control point in China, because I need to disband almost all of these armies. It's just a drain on the economy. As is most armies, I think, on this planet. Which, you know, as we do end up controlling it, I will be paring back all of the military. Because who needs war when we're fighting war in space? We don't need ground war here on Earth. Earth will be a utopia once we get these little lizard people out of here. I know that sounds like fascist talk. I didn't mean it in that way. I meant actual lizard people from space, not demeaning any other category of people.
Ready for orders.
Xiao, what are you doing? I don't want you to get another control point in China, because that will just cripple us. Investigate that nonsense going on, maybe? I feel like that's a waste of your talents as a 25 admin, 25 persuasion counselor. But I am looking to... I'm not sure I want to defend yet. I think China's still too big for me to be worried about. Like, in a year or two, I might want to start defending it. Probably by at least 2027, I'll start the defense of it. But right now, I don't think it's a priority. So, who do you see? We can actually contact the aliens and speak with them once we have their language and do trades of some kind. No one else leaps out at me. I'll come back to you, because I know that I need to have you do one more. Wait, no, not one more on you. You can't level up yet. One more. So I'm jumping all over the place. I'm looking now to see if she could level up. She needs 14 points. Hey, Willem. I'm doing okay today. The dog is still killing us. He is a terror. I've had puppies before. I would never recommend anyone get a puppy again. But, as with all things, time will heal these wounds as well. How are you doing?
Standing by.
I'm just doing that, and I'm just trying to kill aliens here because I have my first one ready to go almost. I'm just hesitant to pull the trigger. Yeah, he's a cute pup too. He's American Bulldog mixed with something, I'm not sure what, but he has a cute little face, blue eyes, he's all white. He's adorable. I think all dogs are adorable. Yeah, you're tired. Me too. Me too. Every day this week, I'm like, I'm going to stream, and then I get to this time of the day, and I'm like, I can't. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow just never comes. 2:23 a.m. I know, you're always up late, it seems. Just as last week. I want to have someone investigate. I guess it will be you.
On the way to the target site.
Standing by.
Batty, do I keep tagging you one more turn? I think I do, one more, just to be sure. Yeah, just as last week, anything special going on? Extra work? Extra stress? I've started playing this game because this game can be intense too. Can also keep you up really late at night. A lot of hours go by. You're not pulling the trigger. Are we sabotaging? We sabotaging. I don't want to because it uses the same resource I'm trying to conserve. New city. Okay, same country. I'm in America, so when you say 120 kilometers away, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how many miles is that? 75 miles. Your country's small. You're up in here, right? Or are you? No, you're not in Russia. What am I doing? Or are you down here? I forget which one of these you're in. Ah, okay. Currently under the thumb of Project Exodus. And we'll liberate you one day. But yeah, I mean, 75 miles, 150 kilometers, or 120 kilometers could be... You could be all over it, in any country over here. You could be in Germany, for all I know. Are you moving to Germany? Oh, from the north to the middle. Okay. Same country, same nationality. You're not expatriating. Know me, girl. What am I having you do? One more investigation on this guy? Will he tracks down the alien? Probably. I don't want to spend ops on it though. I don't mind failing that one. Okay, let's get moving. You can barely speak German. I cannot speak German either. I could barely speak Spanish. If that helps. Fission reactor array is very nice to get. And... oh, that's right. I wanted to get gas core fission too. I think that unlocks my burner drive. It does. What languages do you speak? Because, you know, I'm in America, where the average person speaks almost English. So we have about a 1 average language spoken. And I can speak like 1.3 languages. I can speak a bit of Spanish. I got by in Panama when I went there for work for a week or two. By get by, I mean I spoke Spanish to the waiter, I think, one time, and it worked out okay. This all looks okay. I think we're going to win this one.
Offering counsel.
Oh, cybernetics. That means we get to spend all of this cash we've been hoarding. Because, oh yeah. And that's a good time to assassinate the alien now, too. We get that to... and if I can get maximum effort, and then really go for it... yeah, let me see. If I just pump everything into this... which I'm doing right now. July 25th. So we let him loose for 1 more month. And then we get him. Well, I might try. I'll see what the percentages are once we get her leveled up. But then we'll see. This is not a great one. Probably will not be hitting that one up. Okay. Dutch and English is fluent. Can you understand Frisian or Frisian? A dialect under Dutch, which is very different. And Turkish because of your mom, and German is quite similar to Dutch. But you can't speak any German. Or you can't speak enough German to get by. You speak Turkish better? 7? We could deal with 7. He could become a trader. You can't speak German. Okay, well we have that in common. Kunlan has some good medals. You can understand them. Okay, that's kind of where I am with Spanish. I can understand it a lot better than I can speak it. And I would say like I'm practically fluent if I could read it, but of course that's just how any human is with language, right? It's easier to read it than it is to actually speak it in conversation yourself. We don't want to fall in empires. Come on, man. We do want this. That'll help us get more China. I can't speak any Turkish, and I could say, what can I say in German? I can say 9. That's one word. Oh, a Stellaris. Okay, so I haven't played Stellaris in like 9 years, but or however long it's been since it came out, and I don't have any of the DLC, but I remember it being a game that I really liked and got into, and it's one of those nitty-gritty, paradox level games. You're invading Earth that I'm protecting? Oh my god, are you Hydra people? I would need to relearn it, and I did look at it. I looked at it probably this past year. So I'm not sure if it was like the most recent expansion or the one before it. And it looked like, oh, I can't get back into this. I have to relearn everything again. In my mind, already, I have this. I can't do that right now. You're usually the machine, but sometimes you take out genocidal dolphins. Oh, you take out your genocidal. Okay, so I see. What are you a machine right now trying to take out the Earth? Because right now I'm not being invaded by machines. These are like clearly biological creatures. How am I on winning these things? I think I'm just gonna go with the 1. Okay.
Ready to go.
Your orders?
Oh, okay, so we're gonna turn this turn. We're gonna turn this turn with Franz. I will spend a little bit of influence on this one. Not much. Just a couple.
Working for us soon.
Insectoid hive mind. That's kind of close to what I feel like we're being attacked with. They look insectoidy. I mean, they're Hydra, they're gross. But I feel like a hive mind would do us in. You're gonna take a sleep now? Okay. Dream of sweet dreams of conquering the Earth. I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't happen here in this reality. In your dream world, though, take no prisoners. All right, and Batty, we're gonna get our first guy here too, I think, because you can now level up. We can. This might be the turn we try. Thank you. Have a good night. Let's see. We are going to increase our... Oh, that's right. And the cybernetics. Yeah, we're going to try and kill for sure now. So I'm not going to hit admin this turn, because we're going to actually just go straight into espionage. Get those numbers up. Cybernetics. You first. What's 1, 2, 3,000? Because I'm not going to get the loyalty monitor. So 3,000 bucks to get everything. And we have 6 counts. 18. Yeah, well, I'm just going to not worry about this. Yes, please. I'm not. It's only 500 bucks. I'm not going to hesitate. Because I'm like, this is the one that I don't really need investigation on people Does that help you with counter investigation? Let's actually read what this does. Enemy chances of sighting enemy counselor. So it lets them like passively see other people. You know what? That's enough. Let's spend the money. We know admin is important, and espionage and the counter espionage is very important. So you're up to 17. I could. I don't want to. I could. No, we can't. We need 300. I was going to say temporarily get the CIA involved, but at a 300 influence cost, we cannot literally do that. Ah. We can get this. Yes, money. We can do this one. So we'll get this. A 2-star for 2. The problem is, and I see the problem now, I have nothing to remove in order to get it because this has my assassinate on it. And everything else I think is properly statted, so I'd have to get rid of one of these admin, which I should actually start doing. Just not yet. Man, okay. I should probably buy this and just put it in the bin. Can I do that from here, or do I have to give it to somebody? I want to purchase it. Oh, here we are, unassigned. Alright, I'll do it the hard way. Maybe this is the easy way, I don't know. Confirm that purchase, and then just take it off. You don't need that. Ooh, space mining 6%. And 1 stat. Let me think about this one. I mean, usually early game I don't care much about getting space mining output bonus, but I mean, why not? She has 5 spaces, so let's do it. Let's get this. But the 1 science does her no good. Or not much good. I think like passively helps against Enthrall Nation, like my total counselor science stats or something like that. Ah, you are all getting robotic up. So let me just get this over with before I forget. Because this is a nice little bump in power where we have it and our opponents may or may not have. So I would like to use this window for as much espionage as we can. And that one. Okay, you are... Oh wait, one more. And also increases our control cap, so that's pretty nice too. I'll have to reevaluate where we're at in regards to getting that last control point in China. Or if I start wanting to get Taiwan on the map. Okay, we are good to go. I will get him Survivor eventually, but let's get this to 25 first. You have room for something. I have unassigned orgs I can give you, or we can get some crap. No. You can have... These are all so bad. I don't know how much... I think it's like 5% bonus. One of these little gear guys. Oh wait, any 2 stars for you? No. Okay, we are moving on. Okay, so you're turning. Are we killing this turn? We don't have maximum effort yet, but like I already didn't want to spend 90, or 64. I could move up to 128, which we cannot afford yet. We have to wait a month. So that kind of like times out properly. And in which case it would be 16 for 50-50. That's much more reasonable to me. Which means I would want to go a little bit more than that. I don't know if I want to go for the... Yeah, I think I'd go for this. 61% chance for 32 ops. We could take 3 shots at this. I mean, those odds seem good to me. If we go for 64 with a 69% chance, that's only 2 real chances at it. Yeah. We are going to hit this assassinate button. However, we need to have her protected.
Where do you need me?
I want you to burn the alien stuff.
Acknowledged.
So who else can protect? You can. Okay. Excellent. Yep. You protect Nomi. And I feel like this could be a good turn. Or it could be a disastrous turn. Oops, I do not want to be on the moon right now. Do we have 2? Okay, we do not have 2 mission control available, so soon we'll build another Earth orbital. Yeah, let's go. Let's get that alien. Also, abductions are happening, so yeah, let's definitely get these guys off our planet. As far as I know, all 6 of them are still here, but 2 of them are really, really causing terror. Yep, do want that. The breakup of Pakistan. I do not wish to ever break that up, I don't think.
VIP.
Very important.
Offering support.
We've gained a new
There's 1 success. Let's get the other die roll in our favor too, and really celebrate this turn. Yeah. Although also before as the suspense looms, now that I have full intel on your guys here, I'm just curious about something. Okay. I was just curious what they were doing over there, research-wise and economy-wise. There we go. Hold on, wait. Let me see. It's been a while. Does this still work? It does not. Oh man. I had a button that would bring up mission control, and I don't think I know what it is anymore. I'm so embarrassed. I'm gonna have to fix my shit over here. But we got an alien, so great news, and we get to study the body and learn a whole bunch of stuff about it.
Of course, Chancellor. I only hope the price was worth it.
The price was worth it. What price? Where are the government? Bullets don't really cost us anything. We will definitely research Hydra-Bio when it becomes available. Okay, so I don't think I'm ready to build anything here yet. Might up. So as the Academy, I'm not sure like how soon I end up fighting them. I would like to kind of like push everything off as far as I can until I have an overwhelming presence, and then really just back them into a corner. So I don't want to like tip our hand too soon. I don't know if I can just build a bunch of tier 2 orbitals up here and they won't care. Because these tier 1s, this would only be here for, it's just holding space. This doesn't upgrade it, doesn't cost any more mission control, does it? Oh, it does. It goes from 2 to 3. That's right. That's why we're not doing that. Read your manuals. And by that I mean your little tooltips here. Okay, so we're going to build another orbital here, another platform. Why can I not? Why can I not? Because we don't have 2, that's right. I even said that. Going in there. It's okay, yeah. Vietnam has unlocked, or sorry, has launched missiles. Okay. We don't control China. We don't get to make that choice, so. Yep. More abductions in Russia. We will kill that alien next. We did get some hate from that, but I don't mind getting hate for killing aliens, especially if that means getting them off this planet. I mean, obviously killing them will do that. I cannot abide by having them roam around abducting people and causing terror, so even as the Academy, I will do my best to restrain myself and hold back and roleplay them to as best I can, but we will kill every one of those motherfuckers that are on the planet because they do not belong there. We negotiate from a safe distance. Them in space, us on Earth. And they need to understand that. So if the Resistance and Humanity First isn't doing their job, well, that's when Dad comes. And you don't want Dad to get involved because he gets angry. I'm not that type of dad. I don't get angry. But, you know, this dad does. Likely some remains. Well, it was a partial success for you. Great success for everyone else, so I think that mission control banner that I tried to throw up, I think it would have been warranted. And now we have maximum effort. Okay, that will help in the future. What do we want to do next? I have so many starred researches now. It's like everything is important. Everything is kind of important. Let me see. I think I want to get a cheap one going, right? 5,000. Oh, we have a cheap one going. But after this, I'm going to get, like, burner drives if it don't... Well, I'll have to wait for it to unlock. But, yeah, let's get a cheap one going because we have a lot of things. And I do want to start building spaceships soon. But getting water purification early is quite good, especially if we're not going to get series. Yeah, we'll finish this one. I know, so let's get a short one, or a small one. So let's get the 5,000.1, but, you know. We have a small one going already. I don't feel too bad about that decision. So we've killed an alien. Now what are you guys going to do? And we've turned a guy. So you guys are kind of like, maybe back to desk jobs. Let's think. You are not, what's it called? What is it called? Why can't I think of the word? Who has it? Quick learner. There it is. You're not a quick learner or a striver. So 14 XP means nothing. Okay. Let's try and find a servant counselor, maybe. Because that might be fun to peek in there, see how they're doing. In the meantime, you will investigate. The reason I was checking to see if she was a quick learner or a striver, and that is, I would rather that person that gets the experience does the die rolling, and there's no die roll involved with investigating alien activity. Steal. What can we steal? Well, you're not anything from you. Do I want you to track down the second alien that's over here? I think the answer is yes. So we're gonna move from one victim to the next. I'd love to show this alien a bridge, but they just don't understand the language, so they get to see the bullet. You would like to sabotage, because killing now, this is, well, I mean, now that we have full intel on your squad, wouldn't mind killing some of them. Let me think. Cassandra Formoso, you're in the US and we have a stand your ground law here. You're a politician. Ooh. A billionaire politician. This is the easiest decision I've ever made. I don't care that you're a martyr. So you die violently, everyone will receive okay, hold on. Propaganda for your faction. So everyone likes you more. Doesn't affect me, does it? Do I care? I don't think I care. I don't think I need to know anything more about you. I think just the fact that you are a billionaire opinion leader politician on my turf, I think I'm going to assassinate you. Okay, that's, yeah. I'm not talking myself into this. No need to. I was already there. The only real debate as to whether I should do that or not is I don't want them to dismiss my spy. I don't want them to get too suspicious, so I think I will try and curb the bloodlust at just that one counselor. And I also think killing the counselors before there's alien communication, I don't know if that does diddly to this alien hate meter, so I think their counselors are currently open game. And also, they're a protectorate, so I never care about killing them.
I work for you now.
You do work for me. I forgot about that. Don't tell your buddy that a bullet's coming his way. Thanks. Ayana, when you're not doing anything, you are advising in China, I think? You have space, and there's stuff to buy. Hold on. Nothing good. Gives mission control, which I do have 2 of now, so I should probably go build that space station. It's +2 boost control. I mean, it's not... say it's not good, but it's not bad. I don't normally take these type of organizations because I want to rely on more permanent sources of mission control than orgs. Like, I would never buy Trillium. This is just, even if it's like a +3. This one I will take though, because the boost and mission control and all that stuff, you know what? I got space. We got the hands. However, you... where are you at? Yeah, you are quite far from leveling. But you do have an empty spot, so... can I get rid of this now? I don't want now, because I'll throw it right back on. Okay. I think we're good. At least good enough. And Ayana, what are you doing? How are we on our Central Asia Union? I said that was coming August 30th. It's July 16th. We're still a bit away. Still a bit away. Do we start public campaigning over here in the West? I think it's a little too early. So with that said, you're going to go back to... wait, didn't you say there's still some stuff remaining? Yeah, we're gonna you can't surveil here. Shoot. Who can surveil?
Ready for my mission.
You can. And who are you investigating right now? The alien. That's more important.
Standing by.
Can you do it?
I'm here.
Yes. Okay, so you will do this. You come back here.
Acknowledge.
Oh shit. Where? What country were we just in? Oh no. Hold on, where was the alien goo? Ivory Coast. Okay, it's over here. There we are. We will surveil Ivory Coast.
Initiating recon.
Woo. Let's go.
On Overwatch.
Yep, let's see. Yep, the goo is still there.
Offering assistance.
Siberian independence. No, I don't want it. I don't want that.
Problem solved.
I do want that. Problem has been solved. And who cares? Who's gonna miss a billionaire politician martyr? Not Xenoform Alpha 6. Yeah, and they wanted the US to help him do this. That's not right. Oh good. The Netherlands has been protected. Outpost core. That means we can start building stuff, or what? We've already started building stuff. We can upgrade though. And we have to go back to Earth. because I need to build more of these. Ooh. Where are you? Okay, where's Earth? There it is. Let's reserve some more space on Earth. We definitely have the resources to do this now. I'm just not sure what we're going to do with it yet. I do have our one actual orbital working. We do have some science going. It's only one of each, and our skunk works. I was thinking about just copy-pasting that, making a bunch of those. But I'm already tier 2, so I think as I research the tier 2 sciences, I'll throw them on. But I could, you know, I could persuade myself to start building them up as tier 1s instead. And then upgrade as I research new hotness. Okay, I don't think we care about Bangladesh. Thanks, Greg. You found the goo, you burn the goo. That is a teamwork.
We're going in. At your service.
Nomi. Who are you killing? We're not killing anymore, that's right. We're not, even though Matilda, easy target. I don't know if you're, you know what? I don't want to do any more killing right now. It's a weird thing to say, but it's true. I think I wouldn't mind sabotaging them. So I thought they were close to their transnational fellow. Yeah, they are. They have alien technology. What? That's a must sabotage. When it's close to being finished. How about you? Also alien technology. Where are you guys getting this stuff from? You shouldn't have that. It's fallen into the wrong hands. Alright, we have to sabotage them. So maybe I'll hold off on that. Or maybe I'll practice, and we'll just sabotage something else that you're doing.
Where to?
You know, just practice. Sabotage. It's a trial run. Pablo Escobar, does he count as a billionaire politician that was martyred? A real-life version of that combination. Well... Donald Trump thinks he's a billionaire, and he was almost martyred. Pablo Escobar, was he a billionaire in his currency? Aren't most dictators that get assassinated billionaires in the currency of their government that they're in?
At your service.
But yeah, well, there's that too. Well, when he died, did all of the other countries get a +1 for his faction's affiliation? That'll tell you if he was a martyr or not. Zhao, you found it. You're ready to go back to... Not taking China. Defending China? Still too early. Still too early. How about defending Central Asian Union? Never too early. As a matter of fact, it's been too late. Let's do that now.
Making things safe for our people.
What's the all?
And Batty, we are going to have you... keeping track of that alien, I think, because he's going to meet his maker. It wasn't a +1, but a +1 to corruption. 4 ops. Is that worth spending? Nah. 2. I'm being a little stingy. We don't have many ops. Yeah, corruption's a problem in every government. Shadow governments, illegal governments, criminal governments, legitimate governments. It's just, you know. So it's a humanity problem, I believe. Alright, so I shot a dude, and now our spy is going go into grounds. They're told everyone lay low. There's been a death.
I will help them.
We're gonna suss out who the mole is. The aliens actually like us more than they did last month, so maybe they hate the Protectorate as much as we do. Mexican liberation movements. I don't want that. I want to actually combine that into the greater U.S.
Hack their research data.
Okay, so I would like to... Wait, who... I thought they had the transnational coordination at like 1200 or something. I can't get that. I must have already gotten it. I got greedy. I probably got that last time. I was like, oh yeah. So it's too early for alien technology. We can only hit it once, and I don't want to do it this soon. So I guess heavy fission reactor array it is. Again, this was just a practice one. And it was a success. Critical success. It was a great practice run. And we finished looking at this guy. He had the higher security at 19. He's not going to be as easy as the first guy. But he's got to go. Like all of them setting foot on this planet, they have got to go. And then the burner drive will help us keep them from our space as well, because they have started surveillance by ship now. So they're getting abductions every 6 months, and I don't have any way to chase them away or stop it. I don't want to do the story stuff yet. Okay, now something short, right? Yeah. So I've got a big one. It was a big one. It is only 1,000 now. Let's get a short one going. Marines or the farm? Or research. I said once I got the tier 2 ones. I could research a tier 2 one and start building some of those. I'm going to want this battery for the first ship I build. I will definitely need this, but I don't consider that one a short one yet. Finish the op center. I don't know why I started this one. I was like, yeah, eventually I will need an op center, but that's not for some time. Probably until I get to Mercury. So, let's see. Crisis diplomacy. That's an important one. As is this. So yeah, let's get... What do I want first? Plus 40 probably. It's also cheaper. Yeah, let's get these two. Global command structure. Welcome. You are... I'm not sure why you're on 3. You're way more important than that. Everything else looks pretty okay. Guys, what are you doing down here?
Let's go on for the good guys.
I don't know who the good guys are. The servants are actually in charge over here. And Russia is humanity first? I don't want to think about this. That's a timeline I don't need. Some remains. Okay, so I need to surveil it again. One more surveil in Ivory Coast.
Wrapping
And
up here.
that's your job. Enemies planning. Fishing pilot 4. Okay. So you have to surveil to bring out the baddies again. Wait. Surveil. What am I missing?
Where do you need?
Surveil.
Standing by for orders.
So
Eyes up.
I just guess I did it already. All right. We're finished clocking the alien. Are we ready to go for it?
What's the op?
Let me think about that while I, again, just look at the orgs available. There is a 1 star that gives, oh, so it minus income, and we can't do it. So a 1 star org that gives 3 stats is pretty well costed. I mean, it's I would get it if we could. But we cannot. Okay, so nothing really on the market for us. You can't get this until 5 more experience points, and I don't think I'm going to wait that long. But I might have to, so let's see what our options are. Yeah, I think we're gonna wait. I could blow 64 ops to get a 29% chance on you. We're gonna wait.
Standing by.
Badgerdine, buddy. Is it worth hitting him up every single time just to make sure he doesn't disappear? Is that a good use of his time right now? He does get points for doing it,
Target.
What's the op?
which is nice. And I've already clicked the button, so he's doing that. You are not sabotaging anybody. You already have these guys scared. If you go after them while they're grounded, I think they'll know there's a traitor. Pull the guy. He might get pulled anyway. I have a very, very poor luck in keeping spies. I feel like as soon as I use them for anything more than just actual intel, as soon as I act on any intel, they all scatter. You are going to defend the U.S.? No, you're not. What do you do? Probably advise... Yeah, 23 admin, you can advise China. Help us get out of our authoritarianism here.
Lending my expertise. At your service.
Oh, wait, no. No. Well, yes. Because Shao is surveilling. So you can't burn yet. You need to do almost anything else. What is automate like for you? You know what? That's fine. I'll cancel it, just so that you don't do that next turn, but that's fine. Arrow and way, not for me. Okay.
Initiating surveillance.
I don't think they are getting rid of our spy, at least not right away.
Lending my expertise.
He survived going to ground. He's back on assignment.
I will help them.
That's good news for us. You are... Oh, I never put this other China point in. Or rather, set it. Okay. Yeah, I really don't want to build military here. The Navy, I don't think I need that either. We do have... I think at least one of them has a Navy. Yeah, this one does. Several of them do, so yeah, we don't need any more Navy either. Let's obsolete that.
Information.
You don't have a critical success. That's nice, but it's really not new information. And we're in August, so that I wrote that down as August 30th. We're just about there. I think we're ready to merge some more countries together. New project. Iranian separatism. Nope. People should be more united,
Enjoy
less
your wealth
separate.
and status while you can, my friends.
We're against a weird threat that we can't even comprehend at the moment. Oh, that's just the tier 1. Okay. Alright, Uzbekistan is going to be added to the fold here. LEO2's here now, which is a good time to check because we have the 2 mission control. Let me just get another... Okay, so LEO1 is already full, so we're already taking an LEO2? Yeah. I don't know why I'm questioning that. Like, is it 3? Is it 2? Yeah, of course it's 2. It's the only other one that has interface orbit that we need to let our science do their thing. Still not building it. 3 is the name of it. It's technically an LEO2. It's a little confusing. I hope that naming system is temporary because clearly I'm already confused by it. What would we do with this? I think actually getting xenoforming in the US is a good thing because, again, we get to burn it and it gives us lots of experience. Seems a little grim saying that we want to just, grind out some XP on some invading forces that are coming here. Significant public opinion for the Academy. Wait, for the Academy. We get science, but not a lot. Why do we pay 1.6? That's a weird number. Cause some to turn away from us. We're not going to do that. Terminate it. No, let it remain. We're the alien-loving people. Not loving, but tolerating. Of the factions that are going to kill them, we tolerate them the most. Mining complete. LEO complete. Wait. What do you want to stabilize? Hold on. Which country do I have that actually might need that? Let me just see my stuff. I haven't checked in on this in a while. Oh. Yeah, we shouldn't have Guatemala. Currently. Oh, we don't. Okay. And Uzbekistan, we're ready for you. We are ready for you this turn, so shall you are going to do that for me, please? Set national policy. Yes, confirm. Thank you. Keep eyeing this guy up, yes or no? Yes, until I can think of something else for you to do.
Ready. Standing by.
Shit, I know it's way too early, but I just want to see how quickly they're progressing here. They're already at 1300 for alien tech. I see. It shows me if I can sabotage it because of the gear is on there. I guess that's how that works. Okay. So we do want to sabotage it. Was it 2500, I think? I don't know. I'll come back and I'll check later about that. Still too soon. So, what is Nomi doing? I don't actually need to stabilize Tajikistan. Or maybe I do. I mean, maybe. It's not a bad idea.
Restoring order.
I don't need to, but
Where do we need it?
why not? You have this stuff to kill. Hopefully that's the last time you're still doing this, and I'm happy with these numbers. Am I happy with level ups yet? Let's see. Still need admin for everybody. The very boring trade of just leveling admin every single time we can level something. Nope. Everyone's like one away, not you. You're much more than that. Alright. 4 more for her. And then she gets her +2 espionage trait, or org. 2 more turns until we try and kill that other alien. Europe decolonization. Honestly, I'm not going to, but it should be.
Technically, he is more of a super villain, but he's still my favorite. He's uncomfortable.
Okay.
Offering assistance. Offering assistance.
We can do gas square 3. I will want that. That'll help our burners. New settlement core. Let's make new... I can't. Do I need another mission control for this? Or do I not? I do not. I can just do this. Probably start upgrading these now too. I haven't gone back to my old bases with the new tech. It's probably more efficient than what I was doing. This takes 37. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Let's just do that now. And I'll also come back and do the other ones later.
Some intel in our target.
Another critical success. He's doing great.
We'll be ready for
Does he get more experience for a crit?
Things are cooling off.
Thank you. I think they do. And that's great. Okay, we're gonna finish up China. Obsolete all that stuff. And about to pop pretty far away. Oh, that's right. Crisis diplomacy needs to come next. And it keeps the importance it had. All right. We are...
Prepping for mission.
Plans have changed. We're 20 under. I think China costs 40 something, 45, so we'll be about 20 over. We are ready. Welcome, Uzbekistan, to the Union. Happy to have you.
Well, that is secure.
Likely some remains. Oh, man. This stuff just will not go away. Close. Getting close. And new orgs. Okay. And China has an open control point. I agree. With good boost, even. Let's get it.
Putting our people in place.
And let's take a look at those orgs. We have a nice reserve of resources up here now. I know that this is just a stock image that they use for a lot of different organizations, like a lot, or made up ones. But if this was your logo for an intelligence group, I would never hire you. Like, even this is fine. I'm like, okay, you're edgy, but still no. This is, I don't know what you do. I think you might be a pedophile. I think that might be your career, and I don't want you in my house. This guy, I don't want him for different reasons. However, having said that, he's another +2 spy org. And I think I do want this edgy boy. I just don't have the control room or the admin capacity for it. Who are you? Or where are you? I mean, I will once I remove these guys, but not a lot of space. One more for her. Okay, so I'll come back to you. Still good. Two pips or two things. We got a security on there. That might be good for what's his face over here, Batty. He's been doing some alien investigation, getting some crits. I think he came out like this. Get him a little more secure. Yeah. You know what? I spoke ill of the pedophile gang here, but we're gonna hire him. Welcome aboard. And who else do we need to get? 3% mission control for a 1-star. Gives me a science also. Yeah, let's put this on somebody. Greg, you just sit on a country, right? That's what you do? Yeah, you want science. You take that. No thank you. No thank you. And I think that's it for us. Although, edgy boy, man, I have no room for... Oh, wait, this is 2 stars and only getting 1 espionage. You know what? Edgy boy is better than this. And again, so is what I have already here, so... The +2 ops will be missed. But it'll come back later. We need this. Alright, so edgy boy, I'm going to buy it, and we're going to level him up next turn. Actually, I should have used that this turn on account of this gives ops, but whatever. Whatever. We will still take it out. No, the assassin one. You know what? You'll come back. Oh, you also give +2. Man, your orgs are all must have. Not really, though. Not you. Sorry. You protect. You give ops. You give science research, but very little. It's the thing I just put on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the transfer cost. It was $50. $50 not well spent. I want to put the Edgemeister on there, and I will put you on next turn. Okay. We're out of there now. Batty. Oh, we can turn a counselor now too, huh? That would have been your thing.
Acknowledge.
And it actually will be your thing, but wait.
Reporting in.
Why are you an option to turn? Why do I know so much about you? Also, I don't want you. No offense.
Ready for my mission.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to still continually stalk this guy until he finally sees you tailing him. It's been like a month and a half. He's just been chasing him in a Winnebago. And the alien is none the wiser. He's not used to our customs yet. We are not ready to sabotage still. We're still waiting for the last moment. However, if I wait too long, I might need her the same turn I'm ready to pop the alien, and I'll have to choose between the alien or the alien technology. That'll be tough. That said, I could sabotage this. I'm gonna wait. I have the patience, I swear. I can wait. She will, I guess, keep the peace here in Tajikistan.
Turn down.
And we will still wait 40 more days. Okay. Yeah. That checks out. How are we doing in the US? Still quite a bit of inequality. Democracy's doing pretty okay. Really need to bring up our cohesion. The rest point's 3.7, and that is affected how? So just investing in knowledge will get it close to 5. And it's low due to, oh, mostly inequality. So yeah, fixing this problem will fix this problem. So I don't need to really change much of anything at the moment. Ayana. Ayana killed all these guys, but I've got to wait for someone to come in and surveil first. Actually, that's what you'll do. Surveil. And you go back to doing what? Maybe I go to ground. You have very low espionage, so you're constantly seen. And I don't have anything I could do yet with national policies, right? That I would like to do. Okay. Declare war. Yep, not doing any of those things. All right. You are gonna go to ground. Let's just chill here
Can't get him down.
and come back next week.
Offering support.
Going off the grid.
Oh, I do want to actually see, yeah, it is still there. This doesn't show like a strength on it, does it? I know when it's really strong, the icon changes, but there's no other way to note like what percentage health this thing is at, to my knowledge. New platform core, and just in time, that means we can build another thing if there's still space. There is. And this one, it's an LEO2, we're going to call it LEO4. That's just what we do. And then that's an engineer's problem in the future, to figure out what goes on it.
We're taking over.
Hey, 6 out of 6. Alright, so China, we're done here. We're ready to consolidate power and make some real moves. In the meantime, do I still like these pips? Main goal of China, research, want to get knowledge up. Like I want the US in military full blast, I want this in knowledge full blast. But getting the inequality down will, and the democracy up, will also very much help us with that. So I don't think I need this much unity. Oops. But what else will we put it in? Mission control I have up pretty high right now. I don't think I need it this high at the moment. We already have mines on all of our bases. But of course we need this to get more bases, so we always need more mission control. Just right now there's better things to do with China. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it at that. Who else we got? Oh, let's see. U.S. is still chugging along nicely, right? Probably getting the same amount with his mission control down now. Just do not need that much that quickly. I'm building it very highly in all the countries that we're going to be absorbing. That's when we'll really start leapfrogging ahead with our mission control. But I said I do want some. U.S. should be able to, you know, we want to be energy dependent. We want to be oil independent. We need to be mission control and boost independent, just to a lesser degree. Welfare, that is really high. I do really want that to come down, though, because that will fix a lot of our problems. But just so that we know the military reigns supreme, that's the king of the U.S. Everything else looks okay. Oh no, everything is not okay. I haven't assigned duties to anybody. You just finished taking over all of China. I mean, we should probably take a break, throw a party for her, get her a cake. But the fight never ends, so let's start burning aliens and chasing aliens and shooting aliens. All the stuff that needs to be done. Which also means checking if this is indeed the turn. It's not, we're at 13. Did she fail last turn? What did I have her do? She did not get 2 experience. I'm disappointed. I had her do something really, really simple. It already escapes me. So this, oh, she was just stabilizing, wasn't she? No, you're surveilling. Surveilling is not a die roll. That's why I had someone else do that. And lesson learned. Let's go back to rolling dice, though. It costs us 1 turn, but we kind of need to build up the ops anyway. I mean, stabilize is a really easy die roll if we want to keep doing this. Over here in Tajikis. Actually, the US doesn't need it, does it? No. Okay. No. Wrong one. You. Just because that's 97% chance of getting 2 experience points, which is all I really care about. Shao. We're not turning a counselor, stop it. You might be advising China. That might be a great idea, actually.
Ready to go.
25 admin on this monster? Yeah, let's do that. Which means 1 more turn of the Winnebago chase.
Tracking target.
He'll never know. You're searching.
Safe.
What are you searching for down there, buddy?
Offering counsel. Offering support.
Oh, abductions. That's not good.
Person of interest. Surveil.
90% chance. Although these abductions are nothing compared to the space abductions. I think, like, he'll take 10 people or something compared to the hundreds that they take up there. So I'm not too worried about that. Although I do very much want him to stop abducting our people.
Unable to destroy target.
Oh man, really? Alright. Maybe next turn. Alright, all of that for a 10-point capacity. A little bit late. But, you know what? We're ready to turn our attention towards Taiwan or Taiwan or Canada. So let's make that decision pretty soon. That's almost ready to pop. And we need farms, we need energy, we need... Did I get burner drives? Did I ever end up researching the burner drives? Won't that be one of these? I'm confused now. I thought we got the burner drives. As in the ability to research them, not research themselves yet. So I know I will want this. Like, we're still really far away from putting a ship into space. I'm just kind of curious as to where it is right now. So, knowing that we're still far from putting ships into space, I should probably focus my attention more on, like, let's get the farms for our bases up there. Let's get point defense array because, well, maybe not. The aliens aren't going to be coming for us, I don't think, anytime soon. What else do I really want? Like, I want like a superstar here. Like, these are all good, but not hyper necessary. Maybe I do just... Well, the sooner we get, like, augmented learning and stuff like that, the better. National economy points and such. But maybe just start getting the tier 2 science centers and start building up the bases up there. Like, right now we have mission control that's just holding space. Why not throw on some tier 2 xenoscience research centers while we're at it? Yeah, you know what? Let's start researching all of the tier 2s in that slot right there. We've lost the aristocracy. Okay. Cooldowns are slower. I wonder if that changes our... Actually, we haven't done the Tajikistan stuff. We were waiting for our consolidation. That does not change. I said that slot. I might just want to use all my slots and just knock out all of the tier 2s. Let's get the farm. Not necessarily with that much fervor. And because great nations will be researched in December of this year, maybe we do want to start turning our attention towards Canada. And just see what they've done to the place. They've already built 2 armies here, which we're going to have to get rid of. Aborted investigate counselor. Okay. Oh, that's our spy. And the U.S. is no longer defended, so... Let me get some defense. You don't do that. You need to keep burning the true... Oh. Yeah, you failed. We need to keep burning this stuff.
I'm here.
But also I'm ready to kill an alien, so... We have so many things to queue up and do. Alien killing is the most important. Let's see if we can even do that. You should have enough experience. You do. We level up your admin. Now you can hold our other +2. 20 espionage. That should be enough for a 19 security dude. Because it depends on what country he's in, if we have any other malices, but... Assassinate. Xenoform. Wow. Yeah, local control, it's so low. The control points are really helping him out. Why? Who? Wait, where are you? You're in Ukraine, which is servant territory. Oh. So I think we wait for him to move. Obviously, we could target him now and he could just move out and our chances go up. But this is not... That's not a good use of our resources. Yeah. Okay, no alien assassination this turn. The march towards 25 espionage continue, I guess. Let's get our other level ups. You are unmodified at 11. I mean, we could level up admin and start removing some of these... I'd say these bad orgs, but these are all good... Good to good-ish orgs for admin plus other things. So you know what? You're fine. And persuasion, you're great. We're ready to start leveling up your security or your command. Or your science if you sit on countries. You don't. Or you might. So I always give command next because it increases our cap, but it's very slow. It's not usually useful otherwise, but leveling up 20 more points of this is 20 more cap points, and that's nice. And then your security's not that bad, so let's go for command. You still need plenty more admin. Does she have command missions? I didn't even look at that. I should take that into consideration. She can stabilize. Oh, and she can assault. Yeah. So, I do like stabilizing just as a winning the die roll, grinding out some experience mission. So I just leveled up your admin. You have space for 2 more. You don't want the 5th column though, do you? I like the two ops. Persuasion is still a cap room. I'll save that. We'll save that for who needs it. I do not want to spend that much boost on that type of org. 3%. 3% for 1 star? I think that's the going rate, but I don't want to spend 9 boost. And you have 2 spots open. I'm just gonna put it on you and take the ops and call that a day right now.
Your orders?
We want to defend the US before we defend China for sure. So let's start there.
Securing our interests?
Ready for orders.
But now that I think about that, you are, with your 25 persuasion, you're the best to get into Canada again. Get back into their good graces.
Sway the public.
So maybe you do that. And someone else defends the US. Nomi, you're not killing the alien this turn. Are we sabotaging alien technology? Let's see. It's at 2,000. I think maybe next turn? And the servant, we need to find the servants and nab them as well. So I have had him just only tailing the aliens, so we've not been really finding other counselors. Much to my detriment now. There's so many options here, but I think I still want to just keep looking at the alien because I don't want to lose him. Although now with a 30% chance, I'll take this 1 turn off. Let's look for a servant counselor in... Where do I want to look? Let's just look at our own nation.
Your orders?
Noma Thalente. Not killing aliens. I said you were going to sabotage next turn, right? Yeah. You can defend the US.
Making things safe for our people.
And then Ayana shall... You messed up with the aliens. I need to get them back... Or, sorry, get back at them, right? Or did she finish it off? It was a failure. That's right. See, my memory doesn't go back even a half a turn when I play this game. I just so think of the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and I'm like, wait a second. You were just here. You were killing aliens, and now they're not here. Did you succeed or fail? You failed, of course. So we need to surveil here again. Like, I mean, I could just leave the alien goo there, but that's not my thing.
Ready to go.
And I said Batty was going to take this turn off anyway, so you know what? You come surveil. We're not going to search for
Ready for my mission.
servants yet. And we're good to go. Mero, I need you to get to 25 admin stat. You are not a good person for sitting on China. Not a very good counselor, kind of, period. But we'll talk in private about that. Ayana, you are... You could also advise to do a double Chinese advise? Maybe?
Offering counsel.
That'll work. Yeah. He's gonna get a performance review. But again, that's... You don't choose someone out in public. Not if you're a good manager. A good manager will take someone aside and they will tell them how to improve. Tell them what you are seeing, what they could do better. And it's up to them whether they take that to heart or not.
Lending my
If they continue to be a problem, and then I would have no problem chewing them out in front of everyone. I'd say he had the chance to improve, and he's clearly going to just be a fuck up. everyone else probably already knows he's a fuck up, and they're not learning anything new either. So,
Protecting our interests.
I will help.
Singapore, dude, come on. I get that the aliens are scary, but we do not need more nuclear powers on Earth.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
10%. I mean, we were.
Prepping for the next mission.
It's nice being solidly in the middle of the persuasion spectrum. It's easier to just draw. You know, we're enlightened centrists. We just pull from both sides. You hate the aliens, you love the aliens. The Academy, we're a Big Tent party. We are ready for you to join us. And Franz, unfortunately, he's not going to be staying with us any longer. He had his own performance review, and he did not pass. Are we ready for LEO 5? We are. So speaking of my memory, I only remember to build another platform when one completes. Thank God that it told me that it was done. And it kind of times out pretty well for when I need to build another one, so... You shall be LEO 6. And I hope that these platforms end up not being just alien target practice like a lot of low Earth platforms end up being. Oh good, more aliens. What are you guys doing? Surveillance? I'd say not on my watch, but you're absolutely doing this on my watch, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, absolutely on my watch. Keep up the propaganda in Canada. It's also the shields are down. It's easy to just take it. We have the cap room. I mean, there's no reason not to just hard purge right into here without cracking it first, right? Just throw a little bit of influence there. Get back into Canada. Make
We're taking power.
the US's hat
Standing by.
part of the whole again. You are going to... Probably campaigning in Mexico is important. No one likes us there. Actual 0%. I also don't like that they peg us as cooperate with the aliens. I do not want to cooperate with them. I want them to cooperate with us. Either way, we're going to campaign in Mexico because that might help us.
Standing by.
Having cheap, close to Earth stations, the aliens can get their anger out. It's a good thing. It is definitely true, and what I tend to do is I'll build some LEO ones and then some extreme Earth orbit ones, so they burn fuel going back and forth. You know, as they're just blowing off some steam from, you know, me assassinating their 15th counselor. Alright, Batty. We're looking for servants, or we're looking for that alien. The alien is already off the radar. Man, that was quick. Okay, so he was last seen in Ukraine. I really thought you had a turn, like, in between investigations where he would not drop off, but... Dang, was I wrong. I'm not going to bother surveilling. When he pops up... Because I'm not really ready to kill him now anyway. Once I see alien terror and abductions, I'll know where to find him. He'll leave his card. You can, however, surveil back down here because there's alien goo. You're already there. That's what you were doing. There's already alien goo, and I know there's stuff for you to kill. I need to get her persuasion up, so I can just have her sit around going and inspiring everybody, keeping morale up. The servants are there. There will be something. You mean if I surveil here? I'm sure there will be something. I just don't want to, you know. Oh, in Ivory. Over here. Oh, yes. Yeah, I think there is still something here. We will be burning it as soon as we can. But like, yeah, I'm not super keen on finding the other alien. He's out of sight, he's out of mind. Once I know he's there, then I will get my ire directed in the right place. You can just admin a country.
Offering support.
That works for me. Yeah, I don't like being undercapped. I feel I'm leaving money on the table by being under there. Same thing for mission control. Oh, I'm ready to build another space station too. Or another mine. I might want to look at some of those asteroids that I've probed and see if it's worth sending anything out there. Or the thing that I forgot like an hour ago to do, and that is to see about sending a module out to Ceres. Outpost mining. Let's just take a look. What does this look like here? Let's get you upgraded. That's one. And the other one was where? Are we all twos? No, you're not. I was leapfrogging these. I didn't want all of my mines to be out of commission at the same time. So I've been upgrading like these 2 cores and then these 2 mines and just 2 at a time. And it's worked out pretty well. I'm still not sure if it's worth spending a bunch of fission piles on getting hydroponics or not. I know, I agree. This is my second game now that I've played that they got Ceres early. And last time I tried to contest them for it, and I did end up winning. Like, not just the game, but I won the battle for Ceres. It just drug on for very long. And I don't know that I want to do that. Like, we don't need it. We have plenty of water elsewhere. It's just, if I could share it, why not? Also, why'd they take the worst site? It's literally the worst of the 4. They're all good sites, but why would they do that? Anyway, so I might be able to peacefully share with them. I know anything outside of the Jupiter, outside of here, they definitely consider their territory. Do you think I can share with them as the Academy? So I don't really want to have a long, drawn-out fight again for it. It is worth it, but not so much for my sanity and having to do things. You're saying no, they definitely will get pissy with me. Okay. That's what I thought. But last time I was humanity first. I knew they were not going to share with me. They were pissed at me the entire game.
Wrapping up here.
Oh, I will be right back. I have a little monster I need to take out. The dog has woken up from his nap. It's a lot like having a toddler. They demand a lot of attention. Every time you've played or landed on the same body, they send a fleet the next day. I mean, I would too if I were them. That makes sense. You've not played as Protectorate, but everyone else, except for the servants, they nuke instantly. Yeah, why would you play as the Protectorate? I see zero reason. That makes no sense. I probably will never play with them. It's just so... Feels so bad just to play that storyline. I'd rather play the servants because that just seems like a easy mode roll through the game.
Offering assistance.
It's like putting in a game genie and doing cheat codes.
Offering support.
But I wonder if the Academy can. I mean, you said they can't, but I'm like, I wonder if they can. Maybe this time's different. That the servants have a fifth column thing going, yeah. They're also not mind controlled by the aliens. So they get like a little bit of freedom and fun in what they do. I don't agree with their cult leader on everything she says, right? But I don't know. Maybe she's worth listening to.
Wrapping up here.
We're at 40 out of 40. Alright, so we start building xenoscience up in space. Let's go social next. What do these actually do for what? For our bonuses? I should think about our bonuses first for LEO, because we're going to run out of space eventually. Public campaign, we don't really do much of that anymore. A bit late on that one. Investment in knowledge is nice. I know military helps you out in fights. This is welfare. Boost. Mission control, that's an important one. Currently. Then again, so is knowledge and welfare, since we run that on every country as well. So let's just get one of those. Let's get life science first. Oh, we get to do two of them. Let's do life science and let's do energy mission control. No, it's boost. Space science. Aliens trying to mind control, they get confused to go, oh yeah. It's like, oh, you're helping us for what? What reason? Yourself? Alright. Welcome aboard, I guess. But then they care so much, they care way more that the servants get capped than they do the protectorate. The people that they're actually controlling and saying, yeah, you're my puppet. Oh, you killed him? I don't care. Oh, these people that are just blindly following us that are weird and we didn't do anything to them. You kill them, you come at us. And good news, we've written Canada back. And how do we fix you? You don't really need a lot of fixing. Some welfare, some knowledge. I want Unity just to help protect us from getting overrun again, and definitely no military. Boost, yes. Funding, surprisingly, yes. Confirm assignments, no.
What's the op?
It's a good question. What is the op? I think you're still going to stay in Mexico and keep trying to raise awareness for our cause while we physically take land up north. I think that's the plan. So next northern border acquisition is coming via the legislature in Canada. 70%. Let's bump those numbers up.
Terminating the opposition.
Your orders.
That's good. And let us... Oh, we have 2 more space stations we could build. Our mission control's really starting to flow in now. Wait, so we did surveil here. There is nothing left, right? Perhaps someone else got it? Definitely not the Ivory Good ground force. You guys wouldn't do it. I don't know. Either way, let's get out of here. Let's start finding some servants. Oh, and now we need to find the Protectorate again. This is when I keep looking for an excuse to sabotage them for alien technology. I'm like, I'll wait a little bit longer. A little bit longer. And now they're gone. Where am I most likely to find the Protectorate? Or, I guess where are the servants for that matter. I really need to get both of them. UK is a little bit of both of you. You perhaps?
Investigating target.
Ready to go. Ready for orders.
You're purging in Canada, which will put us over by how much? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get both of these because I can't start the clock on the merge until then.
Standing by for orders.
Oh, speed of clock for merge. Your clock is run out. We can actually do things with you now, like federate you. Yeah, let's do that. You need to get federated.
Time to make a move.
If they're high but not yet capped, they're probably running missions there. Probably, but I would need to, like, they're definitely probably here. I just would need to surveil, and I don't have a lot of action points available at this moment. Everyone's busy doing something. Man, I really, he's getting a performance review also. Is this the same guy I also said was getting a performance review? No, that was somebody else. No, that was you. Buddy, this is my second time looking at you. I'm thinking I gotta fire you. I know we haven't scheduled the meeting yet. I know you're sitting there every day, you're coming to work. Your world's about to crumble, you're waiting for the second shoe to drop. I'm just not ready to fire you yet, but just know it's coming. Let's confirm those. He's still a Pruby man?
Offering assistance. Offer comes. We've got some intel in our target.
Servants. Excellent. Excellent.
Cleaning things up.
We will really clean things up over here. Probationary. Okay, I was going to say, what's a Pruby man? Okay, he's probationary. Yeah, I feel like his probation shouldn't last a full year, though, but it might. We do not need that. That's the opposite of what we need. Bringing people together.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
See? Moving people in our direction. I think I'm ready to... Oh, that's right. Before I forget yet again, let's build these LEOs. If there's still any real estate left for us. I believe this one is number 6, or am I getting ahead of myself? That might be 5. Oh, I have 2 6. I got ahead of myself last time. Okay. You need to get fixed. And let's get 7 going at the same time. Unless if I want to... Let's quickly look at prospecting and see what's out here. Like, for example, I might want to get a mine over here. I don't think I need to. 42 is a nice number. 98 is a nice number. But I don't know. It's hard to defend when you have a whole bunch of different asteroid bases. I'd rather just flesh out Mars with some ground troops. You're his union rep? I don't think he's in a union. What is this? He's a scientist? I gotta see here real quick. You are a scientist. Specifically, you're an astronomer. Is there an astronomy union? I don't know. I'm not very knowledgeable on the subject. There might be. But I think the union protection only reaches so far. It doesn't go into the shadow government world. Yep. Federation is nice. Also, while I'm here before we get invaded, does Tajikistan have a nuclear ally? Yes, we do. Okay. Including some that are not controlled by us. Alright. He didn't try very hard. Oh, big tech. Let's see our tech tree. What am I looking for? What are we working towards? We have our burner drive. We've got cybernetics and covert ops. Those are my top 3 things. I don't have... I didn't plot out another thing. What should I get next? Mission to something? Maybe I don't know what. This is a lot to process right now. Industrialization of space I know is quite important. Get those shipyards. Let's get that. Can't start shooting down alien ships without shipyards. Alright, and as a matter of fact, that's so important. I think that's the only thing keeping us from actually doing it now, is building the actual shipyard. I can start making the ships. We've got the drives, we've got the weapons. I think I just need this. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Alright. So, oh, this is not Alpha 6. I think this is a different guy. Maybe this guy's easier to kill. You start driving for space hospitals. Yeah, my cash is good because... crazily, spoils are insane. I'm not spoiling much, and our current... Well, it's at 20 now because I lowered it a bunch. Like, I'm not spoiling the US at all anymore. I was getting $80 a day on spoils, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it was like 10 times more than my monthly income from other sources. And that was just putting like 10% here, 8% here. I have 7% currently running in Central Asian Union, and I think that's it. Because, yeah, I want China to grow a bit. So, yeah, a lot of cash.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Wrapping up here.
Greg, are we ready to sit back on some cities? We're not. We're in the middle of a turn. I always do that. I always come back. I'm trying to get some control points set up and trying to tell people to do things, and like, no, man, you gotta hit base on pause time. Let it tick a little bit. Have some patience. Now we can do it. Now we can do it, and we're overcapped, but I'm not overcapped enough to not want to go for this last control point. So let's get in there. And then I'll defend Canada while I wait for the clock to tick down.
Where to?
Keep spreading the good word in Mexico. Yes or no? I think yeah.
I will tell our
Probably have some level ups this cycle as well. We found our guy. But that reminds me, we want to sabotage him. Alien tech is at 26. It's a great time to do it for both of you. So let's... Oh, but I really want to take this last Canadian point. Alright. Alright, we will... One more investigation. Keep him on our radar. Make it easier. Next turn, he's getting a visit.
Headed there now.
Oh, I really should surveil. Homer, you can come... Was it Mexico? No, where is the alien at? The US. Oh, that's right, Castle Doctrine. He's got to go. You can't surveil, though. God, you're useless. That performance review cannot come soon enough. Every time with this guy. Wait.
Acknowledge.
We'll switch it. You can investigate.
Ready for
Wait, you can't surveil either. Oh. Well, you're already better than him at sitting on China, so you'll do that. And I will have anybody else that can. Batty? Alright, Batty, you'll do it. You'll surveil. I wanted him to keep a tab on that the servant guy, but killing aliens is way more important in my book. Especially when our hate meter is so low. It's like a waste not killing aliens.
I will help them.
Yes, that's good. Southeast Asian Alliance. I don't know if I need that for PAC. I'll leave it on the menu for now. African Union is nice, but not for me this game, I don't think.
The people will come to our side.
Oh, 26% in Mexico. Nice. Things you love to see. Greater India. I don't think so, but I'm open to coming back to that one. Kind of want to get all billions of them under our control if we can. Alright, time to upgrade the mines. Oh, that's right. I so much stuff to do. I've got to go and put those science facilities up on space, plus build those other LEO orbitals. I could look and see if they needed a reduction in workforce. I always can. I always should keep an eye on the other factions, just see what they're up to. I'm thinking of... Do you normally build farms on your mining bases? I do. I'm just wondering if it's worth it. Since then you also have to power it. Yes to farms? Yeah, like I figured. Just when you're not using solar power, things are... Whoops. Oh, I don't want 2 farms. Oh, fission net. I did build that right. Okay. Yeah, it's just, you know, sometimes money's a little tight. But farms are good. I'll have to come back and add farms to the rest of my bases. I'll put that on my to-do list. Fun trick is to find the operative, turn them, retire them, and hire them. That is a nice trick. I've actually never done that. I know of the trick, but I've never done it. I don't usually retire them because when I turn someone, I'm like, I spent a lot of work on this. I want to get the mileage out of having a spy. However, in this case, I have a bad counselor. I have an empty spot, technically. I'm open. I'm open to outsourcing. Like, you know, my LinkedIn profile is always available. Let's see. Actually, let's see who's in the pool right now. For example, a spy would be nice. You better be a striver. No, I mean, you're good, though. As in, like, you're not bad. I have not taken the technology that gives me new counselors at plus 40 experience, so I don't really want to hire anyone. Hey, Safe, how you doing? So I'm not really in the market for hiring yet. If the right counselor happens to fall in my lap via, you know, via any of these guys, these unknowns, well, then so be it. Alien abductions in Denver. Yeah, we're working on that. And in Russia, I know. There's a lot of aliens out there, and there's only one of me. Hire off ZipRecruiter. Yep. I've got to, that's on my list. It's starred. I just have so much starred technology and so many things I want to get, which, again, I'm talking, I'm playing, I'm explaining. I gotta build these orbitals before we lose access to this territory. I don't want to take them by force, even though it's quite simple to just build a troop ship and go around and nab all the places you want up. LEO 7? Question mark? Right? Yes. I got that one right. And let's get 8 also. Nope, 8's done. Okay, so we're done. We have 7 orbitals. That's not bad. Let's start building some of them out now that we have something to put on them. By that I mean, let's maybe build an orbital, because this was just holding up space. Alright, now we'll start upgrading them. Academy, Earth, Habs, ISS. You're already a tier 2. Let's get you going with some real things. We don't want the farm. Where you want more solar arrays. So right now I just have one of each space science on here, or one of each science, just to round things out a little bit. Hydroponic can go. Power. Now, I would like to upgrade to Xeno on this. And maybe make this one just only Xeno. Just specialize this one. And then when I get another researched thing, I'll just pop that over to the next one. You think it's better to mix and match? Yeah, I don't like organizing them. I usually start like this, and then mid or to late game, it's just a haphazard of whatever I have available, because you don't tend to need the low Earth bonuses at that point anyway. But right now, I don't have any other teacher modules, and it's going to be a bit, so I don't mind popping some of these on here. Like this. Get another solar array here. And -6, 26. This should be perfect. Almost. It's perfect enough. I don't want to look at that anymore. Let's go. Confirm assignments. I don't have any assignments yet. I'm still doing stuff in space. LEO2, I want to get another one upgraded so I can start building some cool things. By another one, I mean, yeah, let's just get all these upgraded. I'm not afraid of any aliens coming to blow anything up soon. You don't build skunk works in Earth orbit. You know what? That's not a bad idea. However, I build skunk works on every station because of the one bonus that could be rolled that can increase, what is it, shipbuilding time or mining bonuses. I think that's from skunk works. Let me know if I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, then I definitely won't build those there. Or even at all, because after a certain point you don't need them much. But I think that event only pops up if you have a skunk works. Yeah, yeah. So I like having that available, just so if it rolls that specific station, it could roll. It could roll that event. I generally don't care if any of them have technology, because if they build it, I'll destroy them. You know, it's like, hey, here, sure, go ahead, build some Death Stars. You're never gonna get them off your space station because I'm just gonna blow up your space stations. And speaking of which, I should probably be giving stuff to the other factions, like, you know, at a nominal fee, of course. But I should be handing stuff to Humanity First and the Resistance just to help them out, and, you know, line our pockets a little bit too if we can. All right, we have 2 things to burn. You go to Brazil, and this is not even the one that I was surveilling. So you go to Brazil, and you go to the U.S. Who else has good command? No one.
Ready for my mission.
Nobody does. You have 4.
Where do you need me? Where to?
I think it's worth trying. U.S. rather. Just throw a few points at this. We're not killing any aliens yet, although, now that we see the guy, I do need to research him and see what his security stats at. Was it this guy? Yeah. This unknown. Who else? Why else would you be in this part of the U.S.? Unless if you're putting alien bugs or doing whatever activity you're doing here. Yeah, I try to be generous where I can. I'm going to investigate you because you are definitely an alien. Although 94% is a really high chance. This guy can't have a high espionage stat.
Your orders?
Well, I guess that doesn't matter if you're killing him. That's just your security stat, so we'll see. You investigate that. Ooh. Or go across the world and investigate over there. That's also fine. You finished in Canada? No, you did not. Oh, they protected it. I didn't even realize that we failed that. Maybe we do want to crack it then. Yeah, I'm gonna crack it. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you just noticed after so many hours, because I have a lot of hours in this game also, and I hardly notice anything. So yeah, please. So yeah, let's crack and purge this same turn. You will purge it. It's gonna be successful because you're not investigating the alien yet. Maybe I'll come to regret that, but currently I really would like you to crack Canada for me. Isn't that what you do? You're a journalist. Journalists don't have crackdown? Oh, it's way on the left. Okay. I knew they did. Why can't you do it? Okay, well, he's not doing this, apparently. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't find that one. But, yeah, she's better off without him, actually, because her 20 espionage is a lot better than his whatever. It's only 15, but
At your service.
she was built for this mission. He was not. That said, I am going to just go in there. 32. Yeah, we'll go all the way. 128, though. Nah, 64.
Terminating the opposition.
That'll help. And that way you still get to investigate the alien. Greg, you're still doing Greg stuff. Can I start dismantling military? Not yet. And you're already in the Union. So just checking around here, seeing what's what with some of my nations here. May 2027. Okay. I'll have to remember that. Run a public campaign? I mean, maybe. I don't really have anyone available for that mission, though. Because she's burning alien goo this turn. If she was available, yeah, that'd be a good thing to do.
I will help them.
Because I really want to get Canada under control soon.
Information.
It'll help bring down the cap points. I mean, it's adding to the cap points, but overall, it'll bring it down. Alpha 3, how are you? Security looks low. Time will tell, but your time might be up. We might kill 2 aliens in this one episode. That'd be so great. Alright, got space science. Anything I'm going to use soon? Let me think. I don't know. Do either of these story things open up anything important? Like, can we not... I feel like I need alien origin for something of worth. Oh, I never got your fact here. Direct investment. There's 2 things that are compared to all others really, really cheap to buy. So all I know about direct investment, because I never use it, so please tell me anything that will help me with that. But what I know about direct investment is it's most profitable to like build stations in space that generate a lot of influence, otherwise get a lot of influence, and then direct invest funding, which only costs influence, a whole bunch at once. I haven't done that. I don't know that I need to. Like, I still have a lot of income coming, and I would like to eventually use this screen. I just am not very familiar with it. And yes, first gen aliens are a lot easier to kill. And Alpha 3, he's definitely as first gen as it comes.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
We will be. Why can't I pause? Because we need to research something. That's why. And speaking of which, I do have not a rival markets, strategic lobbying favorited, and it's a very cheap one. You know what? We're talking about it. Let's just get it. Let's just get it off here. Make that a little bit cheaper to do. 1K purple project should probably do it. Yeah, the alien origin ones. It's on my list. There's 2 techs that make direct invest cheaper. Yeah, I don't know what the second one's called. Isn't one just money and one influence? Or do they both make influence cheaper? Japan wants us to attack on Sudan. No thank you. Have module complete, which means orbital upgrade imminent. Okay, that's all of our mission control at the moment. Actually, where is everyone else at mission control? Because we were really lagging behind. And I think we've been trying to make up some ground. I need to look at factions. There we go. My god, there's so many different menus to look at here. And then I wanted to look at resources. Mission control wise, we're using 49. We're now leading the pack. We have the most stuff in space. That's perfect. We are generating the most mining by quite a bit. And the other important one, science, we're at 2.8. We're doubling most people. And we're definitely the lead by far. So we're looking pretty good on Earth.
Target secured.
Likely some remains. And this is in Porto Alegre.
Ready for next mission.
I'll have to remember that. I like it better when the same person that can surveil can burn. Because you sit there, you burn it. You don't get it all, you just stay there and you just keep looking. Unfortunately, she has to tag team with somebody else to do the looking part.
There are only 2 things that
Next gen aerospace.
wherever we need to be fast.
Okay. It's not what I would have picked.
Our enemies are still in control.
Failed to purge. Man, well, that's going to be a repeat. Because that mission has to be successful. I mean, along with killing this guy. Let's find out his actual security, shall we?
We'll see
His espionage is nothing.
Ready for orders.
Okay. Keep investigating.
Investigating alien site.
And we have goo to burn. You have goo to burn, so that means you investigate in Denver.
The way to the target.
You can come down here and surveil. That's that tag team I was talking about. And Homero de Jesus. Oh, finally, hold on. Sabotage. Who can we sabotage? Servants. We need to get the servants to not know about alien technology. I was waiting to get Canada finished first. That's right. Homer, you have 2 espionage. Can you do it? I mean, he actually could if I decided to send him in with a whole bunch of resources that the department can't afford. All right. You can go back to babysitting China. One day it'll be the science superpower, and as a scientist, performance review pending, your job is to make us smart. So please, keep that in mind. We have level ups to do. Admin, always admin. Also, we have orgs to look at. Admin, always admin, not for you. Actually, that's it. No one else. Nobody else gets any. Man, ops is so hard to come by now that ever since the last patch where you couldn't select an ops team that just generates 5 or whatever it is every month. I find myself grabbing more of these orgs than I'm used to. Might want to grab it. +4. For 3 stars, okay. Also, a lot of them are on plus command mission, or a command as well, and I really like having my plus ops with my command. It's a good stat to have. That said, we cannot get the North Korean Office 39 to help us out. Alright, just wanted to look. Nothing I'm really interested in right now. Just waiting for some levels. Confirm these assignments, and let's go. Oh, we want to build science research centers on things. Let's just get all of them. Was that one there? I do want to rival markets. That's the cheap one too. Let's get this one first. Because that will could actually play for us sooner than the others. LEO2. You're not ready to build stuff on yet. LEO1, did I put stuff on you? Nope. Just the ISS. Okay. Got all this mission control, nothing to do with it. I've never built this. I don't think I'm ever going to.
Setting a watch.
Offering assistance.
You built marine barracks on stations and bases to generate ops for assassinate missions. You might be bloodthirsty, but I don't blame you. And as a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I would like to cull, let's say, the counselors of the enemy factions like once every year or two. I might need to do the same thing. That's not bad advice. I generally don't build marine barracks anywhere. I didn't realize they even generated ops. But in this economy, you know? Whoa. I don't want you to go out there. Sorry, back to Earth. We have Earth things to do first. Here we are. I just don't have the influence yet to start direct investing. I think that's right. But when I do, I think I will. I think I will give it a shot this time. Crash training program. I might want to grab this now, just assuming there's a performance review coming. Because if there is, I'll be glad to have this. You know what? Let's just get that. Never mind. We're doing so many social science things. Not that I have much bonus to split, but let's mix it up a little bit. Let's get military because, you know, Yay, military industrial complex on Earth and in space. Australia is attacking us to attack Eritrea. I'll be honest, I cannot find Eritrea on a map. Is that in Africa? I decline the war. Where is it? Australia? What? 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 Pan-Asian Combine. I would like that. Set as favorite. Where are you going? You're going there. Okay. Moving to Asmara. Where is that? Is that in Africa? I think it is. East Africa. Okay. I'm like Australia. No, you're the belligerent. You're not. You're not in Africa. Got to make Spartan soldiers. Can I make Spartan soldiers as the academy? I thought that was either resistant or humanity first only. I don't think I get Spartans. I would love to, though.
Cleaning things off.
Crash training. If I turn, retire, rehire, I don't get the 40 points since they're not new. That's a shame. But that makes sense. Because otherwise you could hire them, fire them, hire them, fire them. I mean, there'd be some loophole, right? 180 days for Canada. We are going to defend it until then. They do come with some XP already. Yeah, because they've been doing their own missions. But they're like failing and doing not grindy missions. I'm trying to grind out my counselors. I have strivers. I got to make sure they're on a 2-point mission every week. Or at least I try to. Because I want them to be monsters by the end of this game.
Ready to go.
And I think they will be. Alright, so that we found the alien goo. Ayana, you are responsible for taking care of that. Oh, there's 2 spots of it. Welp. So who is in South America? Who's responsible? Resistance? Who else is here? Is it just them? A little bit of everybody. Okay, guys. You gotta keep an eye on this stuff.
Where to?
I don't like that I have to do all of the goo farming. You do the easy one, since you're not as good at it, and I don't like using ops on this. You can do the slightly harder one, because you're actually trained for this mission, not you. Get out of here. You. We are going to get this one.
Heading to the LZ. Standing by.
The LZ. It's nice if they come with implants. That would be nice. Speaking of which, a level up. Not speaking of implants, but this menu anyway. Let's get the admin. And, oh, the Canadian Intelligence Service. We used to have this a long time ago, and then we got rid of it when we lost Canada. And it costs 18 bucks a month. But it has four yummy things on it. Well, three decent things and 1 op. I'm going to take it. Who wants espionage? That would be you. You have no space. Who wants investigation? That would be you. You have no space. Why do you guys gotta make it so hard to do this? I just want to grab it and go. Someone else will wear this. And you can't, because why? You don't have government trait. Oh, come on. Alright, just kidding. Just kidding. Let's just throw it on... Do I just throw it on you for the ops? You really don't care about any of these things. Your security is not bad. No, we'll put it on someone that can use it. Who's government? You're not. You are, but you're not using it. And you. Okay. I guess it's better than Bifrost. Goodbye, Bifrost. Hello, Canadian Intelligence Agency. I'm sorry, Canadian Security Intelligence Service. I'd like to get that right. Time to go. No, not time to go. Time to investigate this alien some more. 17 security. That's higher than I thought it would be. And because you're a hard target, that's why. No salamanders for you, though. 1 more of these, and then we bring out the big guns. Now that she's done here in Canada, defend it, please.
Securing our interests.
Nope. Nope. Misclicked. Misclicked.
Acknowledged.
You shall defend Canada.
Securing our control.
Homero! Sir. What am I having you do, man? Advising China? That is all you're good for. That's what your performance review is going to say. Sat on butt in China. Did not help cause.
Lending my expertise.
Making things safe for
Defending Canada. Yes.
new orders.
Love it.
Off it comes.
Permanent assignment until your review. Or otherwise, we actually do need you. Alright, final intel. Alpha 3, he's gonna go down. Fortunately, earthquake. Major damage in LA, or pay a bunch of ops I'm not gonna pay to get a small public opinion boost? Nah. We do nothing. I saw the nice little explosion over there. That was some quake. Looked like a nuke went off. Let them wobble. They live in LA. They know what's going to happen. I used to live out there. You know what you sign up for when you're out there. Poland is now at war with Eritrea. Canadian should have been funny and called it the Canadian Intel, the CIA. Yeah, they should have called it the CIA. Huh? The CIA. It's a good joke, I think. Anyway, we're going to build some of these up with some of these science labs that we have now. Let's make this the life science boy. We want to farm. I want a skunk works on all of these. I know people can steal our stuff. I'm okay with it. We did hire a famous astronomer to sit in China all day, so we're used to that. 1, 2, 3 of these. Let's start with that. And now we can afford one more and maybe leave these blank for putting some type of defense, like a layered defense array on it at some point. That should be enough right now. So this was life science. I'm going to do this. Just so that I can keep track of this. Once I start mixing and matching these as ring habs, I'll stop with the note. What do you call these? Notions? Notepad? No, like something that denotes things. A symbol that stands for something else. I'm not sure what the word I'm looking for. But I'll stop using that. Because it gets too cumbersome to kind of keep track of everything. But when I only have one science thing on each station, I kind of like to keep it organized. LEO1, you are going to be Skunkworks, Farm, at least 3 of those, maybe it was 4, and Space Science. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay. And we shall make you Space Science. It denotes something. I think that might have been the word I was looking for. Space Science. Who's next? LEO3. Farm, a Skunky. 1, 2, 3. I think I needed 4 of those, right? And then Xenoscience. I had Xenoscience on the ISS. So maybe I'm just going to wait and fill this up with whatever I'm researching next. How do I get China this early with one advisor with high persuasion? Well, that's how I did it. I got it using just that one counselor. I started at, I got China in 2025, I think. Maybe it was 2024 I got my first foothold in. But I just very slowly got 1 point, and then got another, and just what I focused on. At the detriment of other things. Ooh, what button undoes that? F1? No. Oh god, I've done this again. Anyone know the button that removes all of this stuff? Z? X? What is this? I need to not see all this stuff on the screen. And I've hit it before, and I've gotten rid of it. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Try N. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I focused on that. So my mission control was very lagging. I didn't get the first spot on the moon. I didn't get the first spot on Mars. I sacrificed a space game to get an early ground game. And now I'm kind of catching up elsewhere. But we have the US and we have China. And We see great things ahead. Not for Homero. He's on thin ice. Okay, we have 2 more to build, it looks like.
Score one for the good guys.
Yes. Latent space race and the Marines. I know.
Keep things up.
It's actually much easier to let them build all the infrastructure. I'm just going to show up and I'll supervise later. I'll just say, hey, this is our jurisdiction. We kind of outrank you. Get out of here. They'll say no, so we'll blow up a lot of their facilities in an epic firefight that ensues on Mars. But that said, I'm actually quite happy with the sites that we do have. Like, I don't have a lot of mission control room to have more stuff. And the stuff that I have, while on Mars it's not the best site, I have the best asteroids and, like, the second best site everywhere else. Plus the third best, and the fourth best, and the fifth best. So we're doing well. But we could always do better. Why is water purification on pause again? I do want to finish that. As a matter of fact, I really want to finish that. But do I really want to? No, I don't think so. Just regular, finish it. Alright, are we ready? 31 fissile? I know, it is. And that's just from 2 sites. I think we have the moon and an asteroid, and that's it. But oh boy, what an asteroid it is. We're going places with this. And then I have a base that I'm building right now. Hold on, let me see. Because I just set it up at the beginning of the stream here. Thoth here has... Wait, no, you're not the one. I'm bragging about the wrong child here. It's not you. It must be... I swear it's going to be worth it. This one has 62. 89. 62. Is it you? I don't know. We had a lot of... 48. Oh, it was a 62, I guess. 62 noble from one base this early is just... I think it's amazing. So I'm really proud of it. And I had to show you that we have that coming soon. Of course, it's really far away. I think it's taking us 2 years to land there from when we launched our settlement core. So it's a long way coming, but when it pops, oh boy, we're gonna have a lot of noble metals to spend. All right, so we finished burning here. There's no need to surveil, but there is because there were 2 spots. Did we finish both? I don't remember if she said there was some remaining or not at one of them. Regardless, it's still probably worth surveilling in South America because this place has been a nightmare. Let's look at this one. I think this will get us the most adjacent places to check out.
Initiating surveillance.
Acknowledged.
If I could take the asteroid and strap rockets to it, we would have no problem crashing their portal. I wouldn't wait for a bioweapon. Then again, if we could do that, they could probably do the same to us, and they'd just be sending asteroids towards us. That'd be a nightmare. That said, I think we're ready to kill this man. That's your job. Any last-minute level ups or orgs? Russian government agent, the main intelligence directorate, MID. Okay. MI5. 2-star for 1 espionage. Nah. Investigation, good. Money, not great. Let's see. I think we're going to just go with what we have and hope that we can take out this, I think, 16 point? 17 point security alien. Let's see. It's not bad. And I could even go a little more if I want. 76% for 64. I think I'd rather have 2 shots at 69 than 1 at 76. Let's do that.
Tracking target.
Not great. We still have a lot of risk involved in these, but
Ready to go.
we're feeling confident about getting this guy. I want to protect you, Noma Thalente.
On guard.
Living at the bottom of a gravity well is a dangerous place. Everything falls down at you. It's awful. Out there orbiting the gravity well. That's where you want to be. Badradine, no more investigating this guy. We need. Oh, we still have to sabotage alien technology. I keep remembering and then saying, "Oh, next turn," and then I forget. I do not want them to finish this.
Standing by.
I might even hold off on killing the alien for one turn. Is that crazy? Just to make sure I get this, I'm gonna do that.
Switching lab security.
You know what? Just double check. A fourth investigation can't hurt.
Eyes on
Just make sure that he's really, really ready to get killed. Yeah, we're ready to go.
You're jerking my chain, right?
I am not jerking your chain. Apply to AI.
Millions on sending a rocket into space.
Not what I'd pick.
Watch.
I always say when the AI picks something.
offering counsel.
All right.
I'll keep them safe.
Offering support.
Yeah, I don't have anything to put on these yet, but thanks for being here. Skunky, 4 of these, a farm, and TBD.
They won't know what hits them.
Hey! We get to tell you no to alien technology. Do they lose 2,500 when you sabotage, or is it more than that? I'm gonna find out. What are they at now? Is it gone? Did I get all of it? Is it 5,000? Hey, maybe it's 5,000.
I have new information.
Alright. We know he's there. He's in Louisiana. Probably at a Popeyes getting some good chicken. You think it's 5? Yeah. I mean, my little bit of science there I did. I knocked out at least 3,800, so 5 sounds about more right. But now I need to find a servant counselor so we can do the same to them. Because I really don't want alien technology in their hands either. Fission array is built. Burner drive. There it is. Okay. So we were just waiting for that to pop up.
Standing by.
So we surveilled here. We did find some alien presence in Brazil and nothing else. So let's get to work destroying that.
Going in caught. Ready for my
You can do what? 25 persuasion. I'd like to find actually a servant counselor to turn and get a mole in their organization. But in the meantime, you cannot investigate. Batty,
Ready to go.
you can. Where would we likely to find them? They could be messing with us in China. They could be at their own home region of... So here's actually a weird thing in this game that I'm playing. Because I haven't seen this in any of my other playthroughs. If we go to all nations here, and we see control points and who's in charge. Actually, sorry, let me sort by economy size. We have China and the US. Hooray! It's in a great hands. India, I've never seen in non-alien friendly hands, so this is nice to see. Germany, okay, it's a little mix. And then, no, okay, the UK is bad. And that's it. Like, the aliens don't have a friendly foothold anywhere really on Earth that I can concentrate on and say, oh, that's a problem. They're not really a problem now, the UK. And parts of the EU. They don't have any superpowers. It's crazy. So I am gonna, just look in China, I guess, because whoever's messing with me, please stop. They might get culled first. You don't need to do this. We could public campaign in Mexico again. I mean, that was yielding pretty good results since we're going there next.
We'll make our appeal.
And I think we're going to take them by military. Peacefully do Canada. I think we're just going to, unfortunately... they have nukes now, though. That might not be a good idea. Why does... I mean, we're going to control it. We would obviously not launch nukes at our own forces. But who let Mexico build nukes? You guys, what are you doing down here? Your Exodus, you guys are leaving the planet, and you're building nukes in Mexico. Unbelievable. Yes. What's going on there? Indo can build up well. You do claim it early? Yeah, that is a target of mine. I do eventually want to get, like... Well, everywhere on Earth is a target of mine, so... What am I saying? It's just a matter of what order I want to gobble up the countries. Iceland is not really on the list. It's on my list to visit, not my list to acquire. You cannot sabotage the servants, so you're going to go back to kill the alien now. This is the turn. Alright. Let's get that 69% chance. Pretty nice. Let's protect. Who else can protect? You can. So you were going to investigate the guy in China.
Your orders?
Greg, you're coming out of the desk job. I don't feel like shuffling things around, so you shall protect Nomi.
On guard.
Indo and Nigeria, if built early, can get stupid. I know, Nigeria, I saw they had, like, huge... I'm going to look silly now trying to click on it and be like, oh, which one is it? No. Where is Nigeria? There it is. See, that just shows how I am in Africa. I'm like, it's in this area somewhere. Has a huge population for, an African country, and it's developing and it's doing really well. I considered, taking it and just seeing, but this playthrough here, since it's all kind of like new stuff, I haven't played this faction yet, I wanted to do something a little more comfortable. And on the equator, that's really good for boost.
Defending the VIP.
Thank you.
Offering assistance.
Let's hope our VIP knows
Surveil.
to hit the target. With the servants, excellent. We found someone else to get alien technology out of their hands. You failed to eliminate Alpha 3. It's okay. It was a critical failure. That's fine. You're not on performance review. You're still going to be really great. I trust you'll get her next time. Or him. Or it. Do I obsolete armor struts? I've never built a ship that needed them. Do you guys deck out your Titans with like 500 armor or something? Public support is up. Good thing I did protect. I've made my mistake of not protecting or misclicking and protecting the wrong target, and getting a critical miss and having the retaliation. Oh boy. Yeah, I learned my lesson to always have protect up. They wiped it all out. Excellent. Military science is done. Let's, I guess, finish social science and let's build military up in space. Because, you know what? We need military in space. You don't have a funny looking code. That's you then. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you get a little fella here. Get that one. Okay. Things are looking good. You have been known to get triple digit on nose armor. I don't think I've gone up that high. I usually get like 80. Like 80, 20, 20. I think is my usual go-to for big endgame stuff. Just build enough of it. Nothing really is a problem.
Where do you need me?
Ready for my mission.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to assassinate this alien. No, you're going to protect her.
I'll keep them safe.
Because I hope you do, because she's going to really go in there. Knives out. You finished burning, so we are done in South America, I think. Your early builds, you put that much nose armor on them? Doesn't that just chew through like all of your metal? They start tossing plasma, you go meters of armor. Wow. Yeah, I mean, go big or go home, right? Are we ready to do anything with our union here? May 29th. Very close. So what will you do instead? I need someone to advise the U.S. since Greg is kind of busy. No. You protect. Greg can get back to his boring job.
At your service.
Yeah. You protect... Oh god. You. Nope. 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 A little bit of delay there, clicking that. You protect you. Greg, back to the desk.
Ready for orders.
What's the up?
Shao, you have a lot of persuasion, but I have nothing really to do with you at the moment. Just keep up. We are way overcapped, so I'm in no... We're not going to be getting Mexico or any points in here
I will try to
until like Canada is actually fully integrated, which is quite a ways off. Just laying a little bit of good word for us, so that they know we're coming. Steal. I don't want to steal. We need to find... Oh, I did find the servant person, right? Yes. Do I take a break of killing and do the sabotage again thing? Now that I know that it goes to 5,000, and they are at 37, I think I can try and kill the alien now and sabotage next turn. Let's hope that that works. Which means I will just keep investigating you, because one, I wouldn't mind turning you if your loyalty actually isn't that high, and two, I'll kill you if it is too high. How about that? How about that? Okay, tier 2 mining completed. Yeah, now we're really rolling in it.
on go.
Okay, let's do it. Come on, Nomi.
Mission aborted.
Well, that's unfortunate. Our servant target has gone to ground or has otherwise been incapacitated. But good news, Alpha 3, no more. We do want that. I kind of wish I got that earlier.
Come to our side.
15%, man, she's doing some work down there. Yep, I want that as well. Man. India has joined the Russia-China war against Chile. Man, why? Why, guys? Why are we bickering and fighting amongst ourselves? The United North America Project. See, that is not bickering. That's actually so important, I might... Now, I'll let that finish. It's so important, I might queue it up next. They're at 600 on Alien Tech. The Protectorate? Yeah, so it did reset. We got all of it. I do have to get the servants, though, because the guy that we were looking for has gone to ground, and they're about to complete that project.
Ready to go.
So I would like to very much find
Ready for
a servant counselor to pick their pocket. Or not pick their pocket. Rather, destroy their minds a little bit. Investigate China. That did good numbers for us last time.
Ready for my mission.
Ready for orders.
Do I want to just keep doing this?
I will tell our
Yeah, why not? For lack of anything better. Nomi, you killed another alien. I'm so proud of you. I wish I had the mission accomplished gif. I apologize to you. I will get that next time. In the meantime, you also can investigate because I really want to find the serving counselor before it's too late. You can look in the US. See who's doing funny business over here.
Ready.
Ayana. Really want you to be able to inspire, but you are not good. Not good at that anyway. You're good at burning alien goo, and it's kind of it. I said May 29th, okay. Advise China for the second time? I mean, why not?
Offering assistance.
That stacks, not favorably, but it stacks enough that I could put 2 people on 1 country.
I will help them.
Lending my expertise.
Offering support would be better off surrendering.
There we are, industrialization of space. That means our shipyards, that means... do I want... so I want Artemis torpedoes. Do I have those already, or do I need advanced missiles? No, definitely not advanced. It's 15k. I think I've already got the missiles. We want to go where next? I forgot this is not our projects. This is the global one. What else is important? For the early game, that is. Since I'm not doing the like long colony ships to Jupiter or anything like that, that window is already passed. Coil guns? I mean, I do want to get coil guns before I start really engaging in combat, but I think I can wait until we have our missile ships up first. Maybe we just do a mission to... A mission to. I'm thinking like Venus or Mercury. Oh, sorry. Mercury via Venus. I have to go there first. Because we have the spots open. We can't mine Venus, but we can mine for Mercury pretty easily. Do we want to do that? What are the other cheap ones? Electromagnetic, what do you get? Sometimes I wait very long and then I go back and I get a 500 point tech. I'm like, oh, this would have been really helpful if I had this 7 or 8 years ago. That I could have grabbed at any time. Yes, I'm not really rushing the space medicine. We're pretty good on money. I think we're gonna go mission to Venus. Just get something cooking there. And I'm not... You know, I'm just gonna let Space Jesus take the wheel on these 3 up here. And we might come in later. I have a lot of text down here I want to get. I want to get really underway first. And I don't really have a clear target for global tech. We can help, so we should. Man. I always click this button and I never feel bad about it because I'm like, yeah, I can help, so we should. But 20 ops now just feels like it hurts. I'm still going to do it. We should. That's the right thing to do. Not like dollar and cents wise. I don't think that actually helps us win the game.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us. We'll be ready for new orders.
Anyone else? Yeah, what are you guys at? 30? You're 45? It was Alaska. Let the snow melt it. Yeah, but I like... Alaska's beautiful. I don't want it to burn. I mean, I'm sure it burns a lot, just like LA. We have that much wildlife and... Or not wildlife, much forest out there that's in the wilderness. Is the word I was looking for. Not wildlife, wilderness. And now Indonesia has nukes? Come on. People. And South Korea. This is not great. Oh, hey, Zach. How you doing? I think that you are Zach, right? I think. I don't think I've seen you on here yet. But I know your generation likes to use a lot of emojis. So we're defending the U.S. You're doing good. I'm doing okay. It's been really, really rough here. I'm not sure how much Sarah's told you about our new puppy, but he is a terror. And he pees everywhere, poops everywhere, chews everything, it bites, attacks. I love him. But man, it's like having a toddler in the house. So we're not getting a lot of sleep. I'm also not getting a lot of influence because we're way overcapped here. So what are we doing about that? What are we doing? It's because we have all of Canada and we have well over 100 days to start our merge process, so that's going to be a while. Let's defend the US. Let's start finding some servants to sabotage. Do I have the admin module for stations yet? That's a good question. Let me see. Because I do have some stations I need to build here. Not you, Elliot. Let's go to... Because these all have open rooms. The admin module is a tier 1, if I have it. I do not. He eats a lot of things and watch him eat mushrooms. Yeah, he eats everything, including stuff that's not food, like rocks, grass, and dirt. I do not have an admin module, so I think that'll be a future tech request for the stations. I heard you're also allergic to cats, so you got rid of yours, or you had to go back and return it, and I feel bad for you. I'm sorry that you couldn't get your pet. Oh, that's right. We're trying to find servants. Let's go to Venezuela. You know those people down there. And you will go play whack-a-mole in India? It's probably humanity first. You know what? That is going to definitely be humanity first. Let's go someplace that's not India. Let's go to Belarus. That could be anybody. Ayana. Tanzania. Okay, yeah, we'll assault aliens there. Probably have level ups to do for all these characters too. It's been... Oh, okay. The CIA. I saw this as the private Central Intelligence Agency, and I was like, what? That's weird. We have the CIA and then the private CIA. That said, I don't think I want anything here. But you get to level up, which means you get this. And everyone gets a level up, not you. Everyone else gets a level up. You don't need the admin, you're at 11. And I liked your admin stuff, so... You're getting command? Yeah, I think I was bumping command next. You did have the couple of missions, including assaulting aliens, which we've seen you have to come out of the woodwork to do sometimes. Admin here. And that's it for us. Alright. Alright, it's getting kind of late. I think I might end up calling it here. Depending on my dog's sleep schedule, I'll be back as soon as I can. Maybe, I always say I'll be back tomorrow, and then a week later I show up and I stream again. But I might be back tomorrow. I'll try for it. It'll really depend on, like I said, how much chaos I have here going at my house. Before we go, it was arrival domestic policies to unlock it. Didn't we just research that? Or didn't someone else research that for us? They might have. I'm not sure why I'm clicking that. Arrival tech. Because I know if I want to do direct investment, I'm going to want that admin stuff. Arrival economics? No, arrival domestic. Where is that? International development? No. International relations? No. I could just type it in the search tree. How about we do that? In all caps. Arrival domestic is complete. So I guess we're just waiting for it to pop. And this says 100% admin node. So we should have it, right? It has been done. Did I just miss it? Let's go back up to space and let's just take a quick look gander. It's a tier 1 module, right? It is certain. Oh, it's just I'm waiting for total lock still. That's where we're at. Okay. It's certain total lock, and I'm sure I'll get to it next time. Let's say tomorrow. All right. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Again, I really appreciate you guys being here. Chatting with you guys is so fun. It makes it so much more entertaining to play. Have a good night, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.